Hi everybody, I'm Pastor Craig Matheson from Christian Counseling here in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And just a quick heads up, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe key on the bottom right hand of your screen. I'd also appreciate any comments you want to make on this video. That would be fantastic. If you have a certain video you want me to do on a certain subject matter, whatever it is, let me know. I'll be more than happy to prepare it. And I'll email you back once we get that all done and edited. Today I want to talk about a subject that many people are talking about, and that is our body. The Bible teaches that our body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. The Bible tells us to take care of our body. Now I know none of us want to be fat. None of us want to be overweight. I don't think we go and say, hey man, I think I'm going to eat a ton of food and get overweight. Instead we want to lose weight. Many of us have excessive weight. Last year, about December, what had happened was I was just sick and tired of my belly fat. I got on the scale, I found out I was 28 pounds overweight. And I said, man, Craig, you're 60 years old, you're 5 feet 6 inches tall, and you're 28 pounds overweight. And I was just determined to say, something, I want to get rid of this. Now, in the past, in year 2016, I went on a diet called the Atkins diet. Now, it worked very well. I was on it for 5 months. I lost 30 pounds. However, I had the wrong mindset. In my mind, I was thinking, I need to lose 30 pounds, so therefore I'm going to go on this diet. And once I get down to 150 pounds, that was my goal weight to get down to, then my belly fat's all gone, and I was going to go, hallelujah, that's great. Now I can get off the, quote, diet. Problem. Wrong mindset. Beep, beep, beep. I was thinking of the term diet, a beginning time and an end time. This time, and what happened, as you know, I gained it right back again. This time, I'm thinking this way. I am going to change my lifestyle in the way I eat, in the way I exercise, in the way my daily habits are, and in the way that I sleep at night to make sure I get enough sleep. That's the difference. This time I'm going to keep the weight off. You see, January 1st, I weighed 176 pounds. I will get down to 150. How long that's going to take, I don't know, but I'm 7 weeks now. As I film this, it is the third week in February. So it's 7 weeks later since I started the Atkins diet. I have lost so far 8 pounds. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Because I'll tell you, it's a lifestyle change. I have changed the way I eat and so forth. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what is the Atkins diet all about. What is that thing all about, Pastor Craig? I've never heard of that thing. It's very similar to a keto diet. Now, where does the keto diet come from? The word ketones. All right? This is what happens in your body. With the Atkins diet, the first 2 weeks anyway, and I've been doing this for 7 weeks, you can eat no more than 20 carbohydrates per day. That is 20 net carbohydrates per day. Okay? What happens is this. What is the fuel of our body? How does our bodies run? What is the fuel? The fuel is glucose, sugar. So when you deprive the body of the sugar, what happens is the body starts creating something called ketones. And the ketones, what they'll do is they'll say, we have to live on some other fuel here. We can't just die. This guy's giving us no more glucose, no more sugar in his diet. So what are we going to do? We're going to die. So what the body says, the brain says, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to switch over. We're going to create these things. We're going to have these things called ketones. And now what we're going to do is we're going to live off the fat that this guy has in his belly. So Craig's brain says, okay, he's got 28 extra pounds of fat around his waist. That's what we're going to live on. Because he refuses to give us the the sugar amounts that he used to give us in order for him to gain weight. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going after the fat to have him lose weight. So first thing I want to talk about is a diet is just that. If you're going to go on a diet, you're going to get fat again. Okay? I'm going on this, I can call it the Atkins diet, but at the same time, I'm changing my entire lifestyle, how I eat, in how I exercise and all that stuff. I'm 60 years old, I'm 5 feet 6 inches. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. So anyway, I commend myself to the Atkins diet, all right? Total different mindset than 2016. It's not a diet, it's something that is going to change my entire lifestyle. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about things you cannot eat. On this diet, no pasta. Because when you eat pasta, your body converts that into glucose or sugar. You can eat no breads. You can eat no sweets, no donuts, no Twinkies, none of that stuff, okay? There's other things you cannot eat. Even certain vegetables like corn is kind of high in carbohydrates. That's probably a no-no as well. You see, I'm very, very strict with this. For 7 weeks, every day I've gone 20 carbs or less. And that's how I've lost the 8 pounds so far. And every time I put my jeans on, I feel a whole lot better. Because those jeans are getting really big around the waist. All right? And I'm shrinking down, and that's what I want. That's what my goal is. But you got to be determined and have self-discipline and self-control if you go on this. You can't cheat. It's like, well, I'm going to go out with my friends, you know, and, oh, come on, I'm just going to have a little bit of pizza. I'm just going to have one donut. You're going to throw yourself off of this, quote, ketosis that you took 2 long weeks to get on, and it's going to take you more time, days and days, to get back into ketosis again for just that donut. It ain't worth it, believe me. Now, what can you eat? You can eat any kind of meat that you want to eat. You can have as much bacon as you want. You can eat eggs on this diet. You can have things such as chicken salad. In the morning, this is what I have for breakfast. I have bacon and eggs in the morning for breakfast. All right? That's always really good. I have coffee. I enjoy coffee. However, 2 changes I made in my coffee. Number 1, okay? After I make my black cup of coffee, I add a little packet of stevia, S-T-E-V-I-A, and that is it's from a plant, the stevia plant, and it's a natural sweetener in my coffee, okay? It's not aspartame, it's none of that saccharin, none of that chemical garbage. It is a good sweetener to put inside your coffee. Then what I do is I use light cream, and I put only 1 teaspoon of light cream in my coffee. Now, just to look at the different creamers, half and half, believe it or not, has many more carbs than light cream. Milk has carbohydrates in it, if you're not aware of that. I don't use milk in my coffee anymore. All right? So you got to watch out. You got to count your carbohydrates. No more than 20 carbohydrates per day is what I'm doing right now, and it's working very successfully. Now, for lunch, I either have chicken salad. Okay? Mayonnaise is good for this diet. Just be careful what kind of mayonnaise you get. Try to get healthy mayonnaise, okay? You can have tuna salad, chicken salad, okay? You can have deviled eggs on this diet. You can eat eggs on it, hard-boiled eggs on this diet, all right? You can have cold cuts. Now, cold cuts is not the most healthy food in the world. Of course, we know that. You can have cheeses on this diet, and so forth. Now, one thing I want to mention, heads up, you don't want to get hungry when you're on this diet and get tempted to grab a bag of potato chips because you're just starving and you got to grab something because you're so hungry. You don't want to kick yourself off of this ketosis because it's going to take days and days to get back on it again. So, I always in my refrigerator have something that I can fall back on if I happen to get hungry. If I have a busy day and I'm hungry, you know, I go ahead and I grab some chicken salad that I've already prepared in my refrigerator. I grab tuna salad, or I might grab a couple of, roll up some cold cuts or something like that, or whatever the case might be. Or I have some cheese. So you always have something prepared. Always make sure you have something that you're going to prepare for supper. You see, this diet's all about preparation. I've seen so many videos on YouTube about the Atkins and keto diets. Not many people talk about that one word. Make sure you prepare in advance for what you're going to eat. Don't allow your body to get hungry to the point where you're so tempted that you grab that bagel or you grab that candy bar that your kid brought home from school or whatever it might be. It's going to kick you off of ketosis and it's not going to be any good for you. All right? Now, you can eat garden salad. You can eat Caesar salad. Let me talk a little bit about salads. I put a little bit of purple onion inside my salads. That's okay, but don't overdo it. Believe it or not, onion has carbohydrates. I put cucumber. Cucumber is very low on carbs. I sprinkle some sesame seeds on the top, raw sesame seeds. That's good for you. It's good stuff. I put ranch dressing only on top for the dressing, and I measure that. Don't take a bunch of, half a cup of ranch dressing and just pour it on. You know what I mean? You got to do that. You mix it around and so forth, okay? And you can put other things in that are good for you in your salad. Sometimes garlic is very good for you, especially raw garlic. Raw garlic is most best for you. If you saute it, it loses its intense power in order to help your body. So what I do is I take a couple of cloves of raw garlic and I cut it into very small pieces and throw it in my salad, mix it all together, and you're eating a lot of good ingredients in that salad, okay? I drink water with my meals. Don't drink soda. You can't drink any soda on this thing. You can have diet soda. I don't recommend any soda, but if you're going to have soda, you absolutely have to have your Coke. It's got to be Diet Coke, okay? Diet Pepsi, Diet Ginger Ale, whatever it might be, okay? Very important. You cannot have regular Coke, and that's loaded with sugar. Okay, now, so for lunches, you can have all these different types of things. You can get creative. You can have a million other things for lunch, too. What about snacks? Well, I like spicy almonds. Those are so good. Sriracha almonds. Oh, those are so good. All right? Almonds is good on this diet. Now, almonds is only about 2 net carbs for about 1 ounce or so. That equals about 28 nuts. All right? So for a snack, you can have something like that. And again, keep an eye on how many you're eating. You can't go over 20 grams of carbs per day, at least for the first 2 weeks. Then you can step it up maybe to 30 carbs after 2 weeks. This is what I'm doing. I'm keeping it at 20. So for 7 weeks, I've been at 20 carbs or less per day, and it's working well. Now, what else? You can have block cheese, cheddar cheese. Certain cheeses are a little bit higher in carbs. Cheddar cheese is very low in carbs. We have a supermarket called Market Basket up here, and Market Basket has some great rotisserie chickens. They're all done. They're all cooked. You go and buy one for $4.69. There's your supper. Delicious rotisserie chickens. Eat as much chicken as you want. But again, you got to keep in mind this too. If you go overboard on proteins, the proteins can eventually turn into carbs. You don't want to do that either. So you got to be careful. You got to eat certain good fats. Okay? Sesame seed oil. Okay? Olive oil, cold pressed, not cooked. There are mayonnaise, all right? Be careful what kind of mayonnaise you get. All these different things. Those are good fats that you can eat. If you like avocados, that's a good fat. I don't like avocados. I just don't like them, man. I told my wife, can you buy me an avocado? I just want to get the taste of it. I did some studying on YouTube and I found it's a really good fat for you in your diet. I took one bite and I went, ugh, I can't deal with this. So I don't like it. Anyway. If you like them, go for it. Spinach, leafy green vegetables. Celery is great on this diet. Low carbohydrates, okay? Now, what about dinner? You can have haddock. I usually get the frozen haddock, okay? Or sometimes I get fresh haddock and I freeze it. You can have some haddock, cook it up on the pan in butter. Butter's another fat you can eat. Do not have margarine. No margarine on this diet. Okay, margarine is not good for you. It's a no-no. All right? Now, you can have cheeseburgers without the bun, okay? When I say cheeseburgers, you can get the frozen burgers that are already done, the quarter pounders, and then you can melt some cheese on the top, maybe throw them on your grill, whatever. You can have that, maybe a little mayonnaise on the top, whatever, a little ranch dressing on the top, maybe a nice green salad on the side. Green beans are very good. Green beans are very low in carbohydrates, okay? Now, you can have steak on the grill, all right? Sometimes I marinate a steak. I put it in Ken's Italian dressing, which has like 1 carb, I think. You can marinate the steak in this stuff, and you can really have a delicious dinner on the grill. Sometimes I have chicken wings on the grill. I marinate them. I make my own marinade. The other day I made a sesame seed marinade. They were delicious. Sesame seed oil. And I marinated them and put some extra sesame seeds on them. Man, was that good. This diet, when you think about it, it's not like, oh, I gotta starve to death. You should not be hungry ever on this diet. You need to plan ahead and make sure you're not hungry. I'm in my office filming this right now. What I did is I brought with me tuna salad, and I brought a couple of other things with me. some of those almonds that I was talking about in case I get hungry later. I don't want to be starving and then fall into this. I got to stop at the store and get some potato chips or something. No, no, no. You don't want to kick yourself off of this ketosis. That's where the self-discipline comes in. You can't play games on this diet. Well, I'm just going to have a donut. Nobody's going to know about it. Your body knows about it, and it's going to say, off ketosis. You got to spend several days getting back on it now. Was it really worth that one donut? I've always said, the more donuts you eat, the more you're going to look like a donut. Right. So, what else can you have on this diet? Well, green salad, like I said. You can have, this is what I like. I go to my market basket, and I buy the shaved steak. Okay, shaved steak, and I cook that up. You know what I mean? I brown it in the pan and everything, in a frying pan. A little bit of olive oil in there and so forth, right? Then what I do is I take some egg, and I put some egg in there and mix it in. Then what I do is I take some green peppers, some onions, and put it in. Some sesame seeds maybe sprinkled on the top. And it is delicious when it's done. It's kind of like a sub bomb without the bread. You know, you ever have a bomb? You go to the sub shop and say, I'll take the bomb. And they go, oh yeah, that's everything in the kitchen sink. Well, this is all low-carb stuff that I make. And it's delicious. And sometimes I mix it with a little bit of mayonnaise to have my fat in there too. And it's really good. It's really, really good. By the way, if you want to know any of this stuff I'm talking about on the video, email me or make a comment on the bottom, and I'll most definitely get back to you. I'll give you more ideas, okay? I'm just trying to really encourage you to, in this video. Now, you can have marinated chicken wings on the grill. You can have, whatever the case might be. Now, what I do concerning exercise, I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I go on the treadmill, and I set the treadmill at the fat burn setting, all right? Fat burn setting, which keeps my heartbeat 120 or a little less. Okay? Now, I go for 20 minutes on that treadmill 4 or 5 days a week. That's my exercise, okay? And that's how I get my exercise on this. I don't kill myself lifting weights. That's just me. If you want to lift weights, that's good. But keep in mind, if you start lifting weights on this diet, okay? And I weigh myself every Thursday morning. Tomorrow's my weight morning, Thursday, okay? Right now it's Wednesday. Now, if you say, you're a guy or whatever, you're going to the gym, you're lifting weights, you're pumping those weights, I'm on the Atkins diet, man, and I'm pumping these weights, and, I saw that guy, Craig Matheson, and he told me that if I keep 20 grams or less of carbohydrates a day, when I get on that scale once a week, I'm going to see the scale going less and less, and I'm going to lose more and more weight. Now, listen. Very important, and now, put your thinking cap on. Very important. Open up your Mickey Mouse ears. Listen to what I'm going to say. When you lift weights, you are gaining weight in your muscles, not fat weight, muscle weight. And there's nothing wrong with that. That even burns more calories. However, when you get on the scale, you may see that you gained a pound. And you may say, this is a crock. I have been so faithful all week with this diet. I haven't cheated one time. Don't get mad. That 1 pound is probably muscle weight because you're lifting muscle, you're lifting weights, and your muscles are getting bigger and bigger, and they're getting more weight. Do you understand? So don't get discouraged. I don't necessarily count on the scale. I count on my waistline. I count on my belt loops. How many belt loops am I in right now? Since I started this diet, I'm already 2 or 3 belt loops in. In other words, my fat, my belly is shrinking, and so therefore I got to pull the belt a little more in order to hold my pants on. That's a good thing. So you got to, measure your waistline and see where your waistline is at this particular situation. Okay, so that's really, really important. So again, the foods that you can eat: chicken, pork, meat, steak, ham. Be careful on the ham though. Check the carbs on that. I have found that certain hams do have carbs, so you got to be careful. Hot dogs. Hot dogs is not a healthy food. You got to check the carbs on that too. I would get kosher hot dogs if you're going to go that route. All right. Bacon, you can have bacon, yeah, and so forth. You can have eggs. No oatmeal on this diet. You gotta, you know, and again, I kind of wanted to do this video. It's a little different than what I normally do. It's not talking about an emotional issue that I do for Christian counseling, but it is talking about our body. And I believe that, you know, we need to take care of our bodies, especially as Christians. I think everybody needs to take care of their body. You're going to live longer, all right? Since I changed my way of eating, on this lifestyle change, or this diet, if you want to call it, I have been drinking a lot more iced water. Water's good for you. You know, it's better than guzzling down coffee and caffeine all day. You can still drink coffee, like I said. Just be careful. When you drink your coffee, again, you got to, just a little packet of stevia. Stevia is a natural plant. It is not aspartame. It is not, you know, saccharin, none of that, none of those chemicals. But it's a natural, you know, sweetener from a plant, okay? And I put light cream in my coffee. I measure 1 teaspoon of light cream. Light cream has less carbs than half and half, okay? Light cream has less carbs than milk, even low-fat milk. So you got to be really careful. You got to keep it. You got to keep the, you know, keep those things there. Now, almonds. I like Sriracha almonds. Those are really good. You can have some peanuts. Again, you got to see how many carbs the peanuts have. Peanut butter has more carbs. You got to watch out for that too. Okay. You can maybe have a couple of teaspoons of peanut butter, but they all natural peanut butter with no sugars added. Important. Okay. Again, no bread, no toast, no pasta. No sweets. You say, I could never stay away from my sweets. Oh my gosh. Look in the mirror and determine which is more important to you. Having no sweets for a while, and eventually, again, as you have already lost the weight, you don't want to gain it back again, so again, you're making lifestyle changes to keep it off. Okay? Very important. And so you're going to have to determine, do I want to keep the fat, or do I want to keep that chocolate cake? That's up to you. So anyway, I hope you learned something on this video, and I'd like to see your comments on the bottom. If you could go ahead and make some comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's really, really important. Every video I do, you'll receive if you do subscribe, okay? This is Pastor Craig Matheson from Christian Counseling up here in the East Coast, Haverhill, Massachusetts. I hope and pray you guys have a fantastic day today, and happy Atkins diet. God bless you.